what is the point of Caleb playing at this point? Like, if he's not going to be a return Heisman winner, if they're not going to win the national championship, we don't even know about conference at this point. With all he's done, he's got enough tape to show any NFL scout or team what he can do. What's the point?
I think the point is for your teammates, to be honest. And it's not to say, like we see all those videos of him being very generous for the stuff he's given through his NIL to his teammates. But look, you're around them all year round, workouts, you live with them, games, obviously. Without Caleb, this team is probably a 500 team.
But every time he goes on the field now, he could get hurt. He could, but I think it's like, you're preaching about finish and all these other things that go with it. When adversity hits, look, if he decided and his family decided, you know what, we're just going to get ready for the draft, I would understand it, but at the same time, I think, everything we hear, and look, coaches can be guilty of this too, but everything we hear is when adversity hits, you got to finish, and you got all these things that go with, especially the football mentality. I would say this, the most memorable thing I saw in the USC Washington game, as wild and entertaining as it was, the most memorable thing I'll take from it was seeing Caleb jump in the stands with his mom and covered his face, and you could see his body kind of shaking. And I just was watching that, and I'm watching it on a plane as I'm coming home from wherever we were, Austin last week. And I'm just thinking, this is not like anything you would ever see in the NFL. On one hand, you look at Caleb and you're like, he looks like he's an NFL guy now, a lot of facial hair, he's not a skinny kid. He's a, strong, developed kid, very well-spoken, very thoughtful. He seems like for like 3 years, he's carried himself like almost he's ready for the NFL. And I'm not saying he's not emotionally or physically, certainly, but you watch him and you remember there's still a kid here. And that was very real to me. I was like, and hopefully it was a reminder to a lot of us. It was like, yeah, there's NIL, yeah, there's all this other stuff and all this visibility in their commercials and everything. But at the same time, if you showed me that clip and it was Jordan Love up in the stands or, whoever, like you pick the player, Zach Wilson or whoever, it would really surprise me. You just could never imagine it. Like, Jets quarterback running in the stands but this is kind of the reality for these guys. And so I don't know what, like what's in his head, if how much he thinks about, like, do I want to risk an injury, or how much do I feel like, do I owe for the team? Do I just part of me is burning to be like, I'm not going out this way. Yep. At USC. I think only he can answer that. And it's, we're in a different place now than we were 5 years ago when Leonard Fournette, or 10 years ago when Leonard Fournette and Christian McCaffrey decided not to play in a bowl game. Those are running backs, and they know injuries are a real thing. Caleb's, I'm sure he has an insurance policy, but that could still be a game changer for him.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.